Hello, welcome. So this is just going to be a background information on your CHNOPS-ter activity. I do really enjoy this activity mainly because I like to see how the drawings come out and how creative you guys can be. So basically, if you're in this assignment, you will notice first there's an introduction giving you some background information on the process of transcription, translation, and then kind of some background information on this activity. So basically what you're going to do, read through the procedure, you're going to start with gene A. We're going to go through that one. We're going to get the mRNA, the tRNA, the amino acid sequence, and then what trait that correlates with it. And you're going to use these figures in order to do so. Once you get through that, you can draw it down here, but I would hold off on that for a moment. Answer a couple questions. They're not very long answers. They're pretty straightforward. Number 5 can be tricky. Could we change one piece in the DNA nucleotide and the formation of the translated protein be different? But what I wanted to get into was this extension activity. So your job is to create 2 additional traits for your CHNOPS and give their initial DNA sequence, mRNA codon, tRNA anticodon, and then their resulting amino acid sequence. Add your trait to the drawing creation. I'm going to do one, and then don't use mine. Obviously, create your own traits, and then add it to your drawing at the end. And like I said in the description for the assignment, you can either draw it here on Word by, I don't know, doing however you do it on Word, or in Paint, or just draw it on a piece of paper and then take a picture of that and submit it into the discussion board on Canvas so that everyone can see your CHNOPS-ter. I think it's kind of cool to see how they all turn out and how different they can be. So working through this, starting from the beginning here. So we have our mRNA down here. So our DNA sequence is ACC, GGT, TAT, which means our amino acid, or our mRNA rather, is going to be CUGG, CCA, AUA. Now our tRNA, again, we just do it how we normally would. So we go through, oops, on here, there we go. So ACC is going to be our tRNA, followed by GGU, and then UAU. So that's all straightforward. That you should all be pretty familiar with how to do. So then to get our amino acid sequence, this is where it's going to be a little different. So in order to get the amino acid sequence, what you're going to do is look up your mRNA here. So we have UGG. So we come over here, we find UGG. Sequence is then 20. And then CCA, we come over here, let's see, CCA 12. And then the last one is AUA. So we come down here, we find AUA, which is 13. Okay. So then 20, 12, 13 is the sequence. So then we go in over to our chart over here, figure 2, and we find 20-12-13, 20-12-13. The first trait of our CHNOPS-ter is hairy. So it is a hairy CHNOPS-ter is our first trait. So then you'll go through and find the remaining 5, and then that will give you those 6 traits of your CHNOPS-ter. And then once you do that extension activity, the easiest way to do it, and I can just show you right now real quick. I'm just going to copy that real quick and just mark it down here as extension. Okay. So again, you have to give it its DNA, the anticodon, codon, all that good stuff. So what I would recommend you doing, and it's probably the easiest way to do it, is just start with your mRNA, because I have a bunch of mRNA here. So just pick, I don't know, 2 or 3 of them here. So let's go with UCC, AAA. So mRNA, UCC, UAA. Actually, we'll go AAA. So good. So we have 2 there. So then our DNA we know just from that. So it's going to be AGG and then TTT. tRNA we can also figure out then. So then we'll just go with our AGG, UUU. Our amino acid sequence we already have figured out because we have UCC, AAA. So we come up here. UCC7, AAA9. So 7-9 is our sequence. 7-9. And then the trait we can fill in up here in figure 2. So we'll say 7-9. And the trait can be, let's see, what don't we have up here? We have hairy, plump, skinny, four-legged, long nose, short nose, no freckles, freckles, blue skin, orange skin, wings, no wings. Let's go with 10 toes. We'll go with 20 toes in each foot. So that's his traits. Then I would add that into the drawing, and then I would do that second extension aspect as well, kind of that same way. Again, easiest way to do it is to create your mRNA first, because we already have some here, which gives you the sequence, get the DNA, the tRNA, plug in the sequence here, and create your trait, and then add it to your CHNOPS-ter here. So I hope that makes sense about what you're doing. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out, but I hope that kind of gave you a good overview of this activity and kind of what's expected. Again, please submit your drawings into that discussion post because I do think they'll come out pretty cool and interesting. It's always funny to see how, how everyone thinks differently of some of these traits that they get. So thank you for watching. Take care.